All right, hello everyone. Here we are, hole 7, setting up 4. Probably just take something with a ball guide, get it out in play here. You'll want something with whatever has as much back topspin. So this is 67, this is 50, so I'm just going to take Big Dog. That'll be the main thing that you need to do, is make sure that you get that second shot up as far as possible. I do expect this to be somewhat of a tailwind, though. Would be my guess. They like to make it to where, guys can kind of get up to the similar spots, even if they're a little bit out clubbed. Tailwinds help that significantly. So first thing I'll do is I'll take a look at kind of 5-7 rings down. I can probably just put this at the max line and just forget about it. See, right around 2 on the top spin. I expect it to land at least 5 to 7 rings down, and also maybe just expand out a little bit. Keep in mind that wind could probably be as high as a 7 something. It could be as low as maybe a 4 or something, 5.0 or something. So with that being the case, you might have some variance as to how far it flies. So just be cautious not to get too tight on the edge if you get one of those large winds. I had a relatively smaller wind there. So all I'm going to do for these tailwinds is just try to line up here, try to get this around the corner if we can. I would imagine somewhere up close to max club. I might just come in just a little, try to focus on a little bit precision if I can just slow the needle down slightly. Of course, I'm a mile early on the timing. Just been having trouble this entire round, and with the accuracy of Big Dog, it's going to be very, very tough to get that to pull back. I'm half tempted to just throw that in the fairway for you guys, just so you guys can still get the the full adjustment. I don't know how much the rough shot's going to help you. It's probably much better to see me hit the wedge here. The short iron. Hopefully you guys can keep it in the fairway. You can see that, the accuracy of the Big Dog is going to be the number one thing that causes the problems. But let's just say, in theory, we probably would be somewhere up here. So it makes more sense for me to give you the shot from here, so you at least have a general idea of what I'd like to do for this. Technically you could just go with marlin balls like you see my opponent doing. The only thing that's going to happen is you're going to get yourself more out of range. So I think it becomes easier if you're in the 80s in terms of yardage out. It's a little bit easier. My opponent's, kind of maybe like 110-ish out. So in my opinion, it just becomes a little bit tougher to hold out. There's 2 different ways we can do it. We can do it with with like a front spin, or we can do it with like a back spin. So I kind of, don't mind either way. It's always good to know both ways in case you need to pull them out. 6, power 3. I felt like I'm somewhere around here. 7.3. So maybe in the neighborhood of just a hair under 4 rings or so. You can see I get it, it was a little bit of an overpull. So I didn't quite need to go there. It is uphill, by the way, -5, -10%. somewhere in there, so about maybe 0.3 less rings, and it was probably spot on there. You can also see that my ball guide was slightly offset, so pay attention to that because I was kind of playing the wind effect a little bit. So good luck with that hole, guys. You can see that pitch is going to be fairly manageable. Whether or not you want to go off the fairway or go with that backspin approach, entirely up to you. Both are going to be easily holeable. So good luck, and I'll see you guys on the next one.